and learning instead of simply falling in line. If I can ask you all one thing, it would be to keep that energy and spirit of trailblazing with you for the rest of your life. Now, I have been with IQ for all 4 years of my high school, and I'm sure all of us remember when we first started online school. We thought it would be a walk in the park. We thought online PE would consist of just pressing the space bar really hard. We thought English would be taught with emoticons and text abbreviations. What we didn't realize is that online school is just as hard as regular school, if not even more challenging. In traditional school, you have a set schedule telling you what to do and where to go. In online school, almost every single aspect falls on you. You are 100% responsible for what happens. And I know, at least for me, that was a huge struggle at first, and I'm sure all our graduates agree with that. It was hard to get stuff done when, you could watch cat videos on YouTube instead. But when I saw my grades that first semester, I realized that I needed to learn how to commit myself. And through this, I discovered the biggest strength of online school, and that is eventually everyone wants to learn. You just have to let them work on their own time to discover that. And sure enough, I wound up getting some of the best grades of my entire school career. That is what makes online school work so well. You learn at the same pace you learn stuff in the real world, and that is on your own time. But the main reason for success at online school is the teachers. I have never been at a school where teachers have shown so much dedication and compassion. Now, many students work well past 2 a.m., but I'm sure it's a surprise to none of you that most of the teachers do too. An online teacher is put in a very unique and difficult situation. You have to somehow interact and connect with many students without ever meeting them. You have to hold an important discussion between students, but you don't have a classroom to do it in. Or in the case of my German teacher, Mrs. Pizzot, holding a discussion and a dialogue when there is only one other person in the class. But somehow, our teachers gave us a more enriching educational experience than you could ever hope for in a traditional brick and mortar school. As an example, Mrs. Pizzot took the time to make custom lessons and guides to help me better understand different concepts of the German language. I can only imagine how much extra work and time has to be put in every single day to achieve something like that. We are also extremely grateful for the tireless work of our high school counselor, Miss Walker. She made it known that if we ever needed any help or advice, we had a number to call, and we always had an open invitation to her office to meet face to face. So please, I ask you to take a minute to give a round of applause to the teachers and staff at our school. But hold on, I'm certainly not forgetting parents. Really, parents, thank you for everything. Thank you, parents, for helping us with algebra homework, even though you're just as clueless as we are. Thank you for letting us go to school in our pajamas. Thank you for reminding us to turn in that one assignment that we've been putting off because we really don't want to do it. And most of all, thank you for being there for us through every late night and early morning. Thank you for always loving us, even though sometimes it's harder than it should be. Now, graduates, it is our time to seize the day. It is our time to make the world a better place. It is time to be brave and courageous, as scary as that might seem. I was going to include this next quote anyway, then unfortunately its speaker passed away last week. So I guess that makes it even more appropriate to use tonight. So, to quote the great late Muhammad Ali, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." I find it's helpful to carry this motto with you into any tough situation or trying time to keep you going. To remind you that taking risks is how you got to where you are today. On a personal level, I'd like to thank my family and friends for supporting me, my aunts Kathy and Indy for giving me the ability to go to college, my dad for working all he can to give me a bright future, my sister for loving me, her annoying little brother, and my mom for being the best role model and mother anyone could ask for. Thank you, and always remember, a day without laughter is a day wasted. Congratulations, graduating class of 2016.